I'm wondering if my Space Quest was blocking it. So I have it on capture specific window, prologue the game, window title must match. I have it on force scaling as the scale resolution. Okay, let me try moving it up. It is not at the top. Let me see what happens if I move it to the top. It was on the top yesterday. I moved it. Aha! Okay, cool. So why do I need to have it at the top? Can you explain that? Because that fixed it. I'm curious. Yeah, because it's, oh, layers. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. When I was playing Space Quest, I moved it to the bottom. And, okay, cool. So we can play it now. Okay. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. All right, we're going to go ahead and press start. Since I have a lot of new followers, I'm going to start it new. So like I said, this is a game that is not out yet. It's coming out later this month. I think it's coming out this week. Deep within the recesses of the Bradford Library, Professor Crawford Tillinghast, anthropologist, was immersed in archaic tomes and long-neglected records, searching for a specific line of scientific inquiry. Okay, Cry, I'll get to you in a second. Scientific inquiry, his investigations eventually uncovered a thread for further scrutiny. The subject was a seldom mentioned and consistently obscured. Thank you so much for the follow, and I will follow back once I get a moment. Non-streaming. I appreciate it a lot. The subject was seldom mentioned and consistently obscured. Medieval village. From brief mentions in the ancient tomes, he ascertained it was a place enlivened with the exchange of ideas, populated with practitioners that experimented. So the question, so how do you have it? Are you talking about the overlay, or was that to someone else? Let me move my chat so I can see it better while playing. The game, oh, okay, yes, sorry, I was trying to follow what you were talking about. I am friends with one of the programmers and creators of it, and he gave me a beta key to test it out and asked me to stream it so that I could kind of share it out there and people could see what's coming out. So he gave me the key yesterday, and we had a little bug, so I had to stop playing it, but he fixed that, so I have it running now. In the power of channeled thought, descriptions of grand ceremonies, a bizarre temple, and interactions with unearthly beings filled the professor with both exuberance and trepidation. Yes, it's a what is that, an amoeba? Kind of, we both help each other. It's awesome. And I asked him, I was like, hey, I'm new to streaming. Are you sure you want me to do this? And he said, yeah. So I was like, okay. So it's fun. I like helping people out. Symbiotic, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Perfect. After further research and endless lambasting from his colleagues, he mounts a one-man expedition in the winter of 1910. August 29, 1910. It's like the minute the light hits you, you are a deer in headlights. Like you just, I don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm also not good at this multitasking, so I'm rewiring my brain to figure that out. Or going crazy. Let's see. All right, so inventory. With a heavy pull, the brake engages and your motor car shudders to a stop. You kill the engine and step out of the vehicle. If your calculations are correct, you should be making a career-establishing discovery forthwith. Now, he did say, yeah, it's definitely an acquired skill to be able to play a game and interact with an audience at the same time. This is very new, and so these raids coming in, I'm just like, oh, pressure. Hi, guys. But this is awesome. I love it. So now what he did tell me, it's hard, though, when there are more than 20 people. I've never had more than 3 people, so this is going to be insane. So my understanding with this game, because I try to ask him a little bit of the backgrounds because I wanted to know what I'm doing because I'm new to this. So this is like a Eden Waith told me it's the choose your own adventure books. So there are multiple different ways that I can complete this game. There are different ways I can die. No Pressure 7. I knew it. So much fun. And I said Eden Waith's name right because I remember you, Mel, talking about how everyone says Wraith. So I'm making sure not to say that. Eden Waith. Yeah, so it's choose your own journey. So this could end in different ways. I only got to 2 scenes before I was figuring out my save was wrong. So we're going to go ahead and save. I'm going to just save over save 1 because that was a practice save. All right, look. The splendor of this cliffside mountain view would be quite captivating, if not for the stiff, icy breeze whipping your face. Yes, he based it off of, now forgive me because I didn't play the original Nintendo Entertainment System. My brother had one and I played a little bit. He based it off a horror game. I don't remember the name of it. If someone can remember a name of a horror game that was on NES, that's what he based it off of. I think it has better coloring than back then, maybe. I just can't remember the name. I don't remember the name of the game. Let's see. Let's look around at the ground. Nothing. The mountain. The splendor of this cliffside. Okay, that's the same thing. Can I use a tree? So if you're new to my channel, I do play classic games. I'm currently was playing Space Quest. I have finished both 1 and 2. And I'm going to start Space Quest 3, but I've never played them, so I kind of click around on everything. I'm curious. But this looks so old. Well, it's 1910 setting, so yeah, it does. So I do like to click a lot of things. I did get a PS4 Pro, so I may be bringing new game content, but right now it's old stuff. All right, let's talk to a car. No answer. Let's take the car. I don't need it. Let's look at the journal. With these first strokes of my pen, I established my field research journal to formally document my discoveries and adventures. It is a brisk day, and I truly did myself no favor in setting out before the spring thaw. I feel confident that my preparations were adequate to ensure the success of my expedition. Wait, I think I know that book. There is a horror book I used to read back when I was little, and choosing a game which either ended up you dying or winning. There's a lot of different choose your adventure books. It's I'm sure you're familiar, but I'll explain it. It's basically like you open the book to the first page and it sets up the scenery of where you are, who you are, what's going on. And let's say your plane crashed. Are you going to stick around the plane? Go to this page. Or are you going to adventure away from your plane? Choose this page. And as you go to each page, you have a choice, which directs you to another page. So you could read a book like a gazillion different ways because you're going to always have a different thing that happens. I used to love those books. I can't remember the name. Yeah, I don't know the exact. There was a lot of them. I've never read a horror one. I used to read Goosebumps, but those aren't really scary. All right, so yeah, I don't think I read the morbid version, Mel. That's the I guess the adult version, because I don't think kids knew about cannibalism. Okay, there's only one way to go. The crunch of crisp snow underfoot, excuse me, sting of piercing winter air, you adjust your scarf and head into the woods. I love it. It's awesome. Keep bringing it on. I have the teacher mode where I have to kind of keep things PG, so it's kind of hard to get out of that. Otherwise, I would lose control at school, and they kind of frown on that. So I have heard teachers cuss, but I don't. The closest I got to it was I told the kids I don't give any Fs, and they thought I was giving them Fs on their papers. So, the crunch of crisp snow underfoot, sting piercing air, you adjust your scarf and head into the woods. I'm curious. Okay, so I thought, when you said Lone Wolf, I thought you were talking about a game. Okay. Scarf, head into the woods. Winter's cold breath blows the trees. Small clumps of snow shed from the swaying, frosted pines. A deer trail branches right from the long, overgrown, ancient trade route that lies before you. You will find that I actually am not a cusser. I don't mind it, but I don't. Yeah, I just don't. So it's kind of funny what I say in replacement. Alright, let's look around. The trees tower above you, and the evening sun illuminates the forest floor. Fresh deer tracks shoot off to the right of the trail. What else can I look at? The tree. The trees tower above you, and the evening sun illuminates the forest floor. Fresh deer tracks shoot off to the right of the trail. Okay, so we already saw that. Okay, there's probably nothing to talk to. No answer. Okay. It's pretty face forward, so I'm going to go. Now, one thing maybe you guys understand, I didn't get a chance to ask him. I don't know how this navigation works. It's a little different to me. Oh, I forgot something. Uh-oh. I had to figure out how to go back to the car. Okay, reaching the end of the trail, because I forgot something. Okay, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and go with it. No answer. The wolf glares at you, growling. You're going to have to deal with this. Okay, so I already made a mistake, so let me... I was so busy talking to you guys. Can you let me? Options, no. Oh, it actually closed the game. Okay, was not anticipating that. All right, let me reopen it. I'll have to ask him more about that. Alright, so hopefully he's going to reboot right back up. Okay, hold on. Alright, there we go. Let me move it to my other main screen. Turn my TV off, I'm not using it. Okay. Alright, so we're going to load game, save one. Alright, so what I forgot to do, I forgot to look inside the car. It's your field bag. To think, you almost forgot it. I actually did forget it. Okay. I need to take it. Alright, so go ahead and look at matches. Safety matches fill a red box with a bulldog on the cover. I kind of want to know why there's a bulldog. Like, there's emphasis on that, so I'm curious. Just because after playing Space Quest, it just seems random. The brass compass belonged to my father, an extremely punctual man. It has survived wars, expeditions, and the occasional formal banquet. I have enjoyed just in the, 5 minutes that I've been playing, I like the detail that they put into this game. I mean, with describing things. The language is also really great. A sturdy knife, hefty clip point blade, Escard hilt with a Spanish notch, smooth ebony handle, good for hunting, pie allocation, and knife fights. Pie allocation, I love how that's added into it. Okay, let's look at the light hatchet. The hatchet was purchased for this trip. The steel head is honed to a fine edge, mounted on a polished hickory handle. Dried meat. Tasty dried venison, smoked, salted, and spiced. A posh jerky. That's also one of my favorite descriptions. Alright, look at the pistol. The Browning FN model 1903. By the way, is that a real gun? I'm sure it is. I don't know anything about weapons or guns. But it sounds like it would be something realistic. 1903 was lent by a colleague. It is a self-loading semi-automatic pistol, convenient for an amateur gunner like myself. And hip flask. A relic from the Old West. My uncle bequeathed this silver, ornately inscribed flask to me in his will. It is filled with 120 proof vodka for various survival uses. I couldn't justify wasting Can justify wasting. Okay. Rope. The sturdy hemp rope measures 12 feet in length. And lantern. It is an Edison incandescent electrical lamp, although it is a real gun. Okay. Although fragile, the consistency and luminosity of the light is convenient. All right, so that's good to know. That they took some real life things to create part of the storyline. All right. So yeah, I don't understand how this compass works because I'm about to go southwest. Sorry. I'm terrible with compass directions. Yeah, I'm going to skip through that because we already did that. Alright. See, because I went southwest, I would assume that to go back to the car, I go that way. But I guess there's only one way to go. Other than these three choices. So let's go north. Okay, reaching the end of the trail, you stand in front of the mountain's edge. A 2-story tower with a terrace stands next to a switchback trail. A wolf stands between you and the tower. Alright, so I did try this yesterday, so I gave him dried meat, but I want to try using one of the weapons on it instead. So I'm going to try to use the sheath knife. Use the sheath. Maybe that's not an option. Light hatchet. I use. Okay, let me try the pistol. No. Let me try the hatchet. You take a swing at the wolf. It dodges, rears up, and jumps for your throat, sinking its teeth into your flesh. Alright, so that's one of the ways I guess I can die. That was not the way to go. Blood draining, you close your eyes. You are no more. Look, I found a way to kill something else. Okay, so go ahead and load game. That's cool. There's different ways. I enjoy finding them. Alright, so... back to the wolf. So the sheath, the hatchet doesn't work. So I'm going to save. Alright. Use. Pistol. Okay, there we go. It wasn't working before. You take aim and fire your pistol. Winter has just begun. It was a mercy killing. Oh, that was sad. I killed a wolf. Hey, welcome back. I'm a chicken. Okay, can I use the wolf meat? No. Can I talk to a dead wolf? Can I take a dead wolf? Alright. What if I used my knife? Can I... I could maybe use its fur to keep me warm, even though it's got a bullet hole in it. Okay, apparently that's not an option. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and use the rope. Hold on, okay, use... Okay, no, it's not an option, okay. Hey puppets, welcome back. Yeah, you've been doing the VR a lot tonight, I think, weren't you? Alright, let me see if how I use the rope. Alright, unfortunately the bottom section of rope has rotted away. It frays, rips, and falls from bearing your weight. This renders the first climbable portion of rope just out of reach. Alright. Let's use... I totally read that as Mac Chicken for a second. And I was like, who's Mac Chicken? Okay, I need to try using the rope on the rope. Okay, you attempt to grab the rope, but it is just out of reach. Alright, Montgomery, that sounds familiar. Oh, wait. Is that the one of the adventure games? The adventure books that we were talking about? Hey, Ingenuity, welcome back. I sadly I didn't see that you left, but welcome back. I must have missed you when I was doing something else. Okay, so we've got the rope tied. No, I can't reach the rope, so I probably... Where'd my mouse go? Alright, let me maybe move the thing. You drag the barrel underneath the rope. Okay. I gotta move the game because I'm having a hard time seeing chat. Danny, yes. Yeah, it is the horror choosing books. Okay, so you did find it. Okay. And they were by R.A. Montgomery. What were they called? Because I am not familiar. And I didn't leave just joking. Oh, okay. Got it. Made me feel like I was forgetting something. Alright, so let's try now using the rope on this rope. I am having some issues understanding how this controlling works. So I think I need to have it as a mouse and then hit the command. And then... Okay, yeah. Climbing onto the barrel, you manage to again grasp the ropes. A heave-ho and a ups-a-daisy. Oh yeah, I remember this because yesterday I was having fun saying ups-a-daisy, ups-a-daisy. Later, and you're up on the terrace. Now, on the watchtower terrace, you notice a frozen over trapdoor and an empty brazier. It's not a brazier. Brazier next to you. Okay, so something to light on fire. I'll just have to look him up later then, because I'm curious about that. Okay. I don't know why I want to say brazier, but I know it's not a brazier. It's a brazier. Alright, we're going to go ahead and save here. Okay, let's look at the brazier. The fire pit sits empty. Okay, and from this distance and with these snow-laden gusts, it's hard to identify anything specific. No, it's not Goosebumps, because... Oh, is it? That's why it sounds familiar. But I didn't think Goosebumps was Choose Your Own Adventure. Or did he make another line? Because Goosebumps I used to read as a kid. It was that in Babysitter's Club. I don't even know if Babysitter's Club is still around. I know Goosebumps is. No? Not all. Okay, some of the ones I read were not scary. Although, I mean, Nickelodeon used to play a show called Are You Afraid of the Dark? And some of those used to kind of trip me out. I've watched them now and they're like, really? I can't believe that scared me when I was like 9 years old. That's not putting an age on me right now. Alright, let's see. Look at the ground. No. Can I talk to it? I want to talk to things. Nope, no answer. Alright, so I'm probably going to have to light that up. So I'm going to use... I wonder what happens if I... Let me try. If I use the hip flask. Let's start a fire. Did it work? I'm going to be a pyromaniac here. That didn't work. Okay. Let's try... Open? No. Take. Okay. I don't need it. Okay. R.L. Stein. Thanks so much. See, R.L. Stein, yeah, I definitely recognize that name. I would have known that was Goosebumps. The fire pit sits empty. Matches. Use. Oh, I must need something to burn. I read the Fear Street books. Yeah, I'm not familiar with those. I must, maybe I'll try the lantern. No. The fire pit sits empty. So I need to put something probably in it. What does re-up mean? Right, Eden? No, I do not have the wastebasket. That was in my other bag, my other research bag. Let's try... I thought maybe I put fuel in it so it could like be combustible. Open. We've moved on to another game. God. I think I'm supposed to set that on fire, but I don't know how. Use? What if I... Nope, that didn't work. I am thinking like a pyro. I tried to use the 120 proof alcohol and the matches because I would think big fire, but it's not working. Okay, there's nothing in the pit to pour the alcohol on. Okay, we're getting closer. Maybe I need to come back to this. I could try. I'm thinking maybe with my hatchet, I'm supposed to get kindling. So maybe I'm not ready for this yet, because I'm trying to figure out where to click on that. No. And matches aren't gonna work until I have something to put on fire. The fire pit sits empty. Okay, so we're gonna have to maybe come back with kindling. I'm not sure though. Okay, you exit the twisted wood of the tree line and stand at a cliff's edge. To the west, you see the remains of a watchtower. Below, you see sprawling ruins with a dark spire standing ominously in its center. They're a pirate's peg leg. Again, wrong game. No burning the wolf then. I didn't try that, but it wasn't letting me do things with it. A bloody deer carcass lies steaming in the snow in front of you. Oh, that sounds... It's a fresh kill, apparently. Alright. Maybe I can take venison from this. Sheath knife use. I'm trying to figure out these commands, like where exactly this arrow is supposed to point at. Take the wolf. Alright, I like you guys. You guys are as twisted as I can be sometimes. Awesome. Use sheath knife. Looks like there's a leg off the deer. Maybe I'm supposed to take that leg. Oh, okay. That's gross. You take the deer's leg. That's a really gross picture. What the? Suddenly the deer's eyes open. What is going on? Guys, why is it? It springs to life, bawling, frothing blood, and kicking wildly. You barely dodge its flailing limbs as it thrashes itself over the cliff's edge. Okay, that was really gross. I'm not gonna lie, that was gross. Okay. Take the wolf. Twisted isn't the right word for me, hun. I guess I gotta hang out with you more and figure it out. Can you look at the wolf and see if you can take something? Yes, ingenuity. Moi, not so much. Right, Danny, that was really gross. Also tomorrow is Ori and the Blind Forest. Is that a game? Okay. The deer's blood trails off the cliff's edge. Ugh. That was really creepy. I've never heard of it. Is it PC or is it another console or is that the... Wait. No, it was the other guy who was doing VR, not you. PC. Okay. I should try talking to that deer. My bad. Let's see. Use... Let's look around. What else can we see? A dark spire stands ominously in sharp contrast to the glistening snow-capped village ruins surrounding it. Talk to the dead deer. Unfortunately, I don't... yeah, the talk feature seems to do a lot of no answers, so I don't think it's at that level. Go for it. I actually, now there's people in here, I don't want to eat the nuts I have next to me. I don't want to be annoying. Let's see. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I can do. It's a journal change. Okay. Oh, wait. Alright, so yeah, there was. Glorious, at the bottom of this cliff lies my destiny. I am vindicated. This vista holds the promise that all my sacrifices have been worth it. From here, the village looks to be in impeccable condition. Only a closer examination will reveal the true state of structures. I am shaken. The suffering this poor creature must have endured is truly disturbing. The deer was mutilated and left to languish. This does not seem congruent with canine behavior, but what else could have done this? I narrowly avoided a dire fate, which strangely is not the most harrowing aspect of this encounter. I need to move on. Oh, that was so, seriously, like, creepy. Alright, okay, that takes me back to the wolf. See, I tried to take the wolf. He won't let me. I tried to use the wolf. He's just a dead wolf. I'm gonna keep moving on. Alright, no problem. Climbing onto the barrel, okay, so we're back up there. Well, I could try burning the leg and see if that works. Deer leg, use. Okay. Alright, so that took us to the cliff. Oh no, it's somewhere else. Okay. The howl of wind and wolves fill the air as you approach the narrow switchback trail that leads down the mountainside. It's like a storm. Alright, thank you, Kryos. I appreciate it. And I think you gave me a follow, so thank you for that as well. Have a great night. Looks like a storm is brewing. Your lungs burn and ears chill from the frigid breeze. Okay, what else? The trail doubles back 7 times, and it straightens out at the bottom of the 200-foot deep valley flanked by scattered scree. Scattered scree. What is scree? Okay. The trail doubles. Okay. So we'll go to... Oh, all right. So treading down the switchback, the winds kick up. One unfortunate misstep later, the edge of the trail gives way. You plummet to the ground below. White fades to black. Oh, I'm not dead. Cool. Okay, so your head throbs and your body aches. You cough, blink, and when light hits your eyes, a new burning white sensation greets them. The shapeless white blur slowly comes into focus and forms a snow-covered field. Now I feel like, since I can't save the names of my games, I'm going to make a log real fast. Because I'm going to save this, but I want to go back up there to see if there was something that I missed. I should have pen and paper on me, but I don't have pen and paper. Okay. From Beyond. Alright, so I'm going to do save 4 is bottom of cliff. The shapeless white blur slowly comes into focus and forms a snow-covered field. You lay at the bottom of the mountain. The trail has partially avalanched behind you, and your bag is missing. Okay, so we're going to save this. I want to go back for a second because I want to get to that brazier. I'm thinking there's something to set on fire. Alright, so let's save. Okay, so that was where the deer was. You follow the deer tracks. They lead to a small clearing. You hear the cries of wolves in the distance. In this area, you see a series of paw prints trailing off in every direction. A thicket of briar is to the right, blocking the entrance to the forest canopy. Okay. So save 3 was dead deer. Alright, so let me... Your hair stands on end. A feeling of unease washes over you. You can't dismiss the feeling of being watched. Quadrupeds, large paws, and the Canidae family, wolves. Alright. For the briar. Your hair stands on end, a feeling, okay, now. Alright, let's try using the hatchet on a tree. Oh, okay. You hack your way through the briar, clearing a trail. Okay, let's save that as 5. And that's probably, okay, so save 5. Cave. Let's look. Dry sticks lay scattered in wet snow. Alright, so that's what I probably need for the brazier. So take. They are too many to carry. It would be better to bind them together first. Okay, so probably use my rope. Use rope. Okay, there we go. You bind the sticks together. Now I take them. Look at a bundle of dried sticks. Alright, so we're going to save that as 5. Okay, look over here. Your hair stands on end, a feeling, okay. I guess I can't walk into that little cave. I thought I could. Maybe if I try this. Oh, okay, there we go. You find yourself at a cave entrance with a low guttural growl. A wolf steps out from a nearby bush. Okay, so let's try the pistol again. I don't know about saving. Okay, let's try. Let's try the knife. You take a swing at the wolf. but it dodges, rears up, and jumps for your throat, sinking its teeth. All right, so that was a death. So load game 5. All right. Use pistol. The wolf drops dead. There is a rumbling sound overheard. You see a mountain of debris and snow come crashing down, blocking the entrance to the cavern. That might be a problem. A gnawed and brittle femur. Take. I don't need it. Okay, so I have the femur. The aged femur bone is covered in gnaw marks. Look at. There is no way you are digging through all of that. All right, so I probably is not supposed to shoot. So let's go back. And if you guys want to interact, just let me know if you want me to do something specific to try out. You find yourself at a, okay. Let's use the dried meat. The hungry beast snatches up your offering and runs off into the forest. Okay. Okay, I can only have so many saves. Eek. Save there. Okay, let's go forward. You cautiously enter the cavern. The climate is cold and damp. Walking in 20 feet further, the air grows unnaturally dry. The chamber opens up, revealing an abandoned mining audit. A mother wolf stands guarded over a litter of pups. You are in a wolf den. I'll make a little note. That's probably supposed to be litter. All right. Okay, so let's look at the little babies. The wolf pup stares back at you, their curiosity piqued. Tail held high, muzzle curled, her growl serves as a warning to keep your distance from her pups. A short sword lies at the feet of the skeleton. No answer. Let's try talking to the mother wolf. No answer. Let's try talking to the dead guy. No answer. Let's look at the dead guy. You see an ancient skeleton next to you. It wears armor with a crest on the chest. Its severed arm lies at its feet near a short sword. Okay. Let's see what happens if I use a pistol. Your gunshot reverberates throughout the cavern. The earth shakes and you drop your lamp, breaking the bulb. You turn around to the cave entrance only to see the last bit of daylight disappear behind a mountain of debris and snow. I unlocked an achievement. I'm a monster. All right. Okay. Skip through that. All right, let's try using the sheathed knife. You take a step towards the wolf pups. Smelling your intentions, the mother wolf runs at you, leaps and drags you to the ground. As you attempt to fight the beast off, another growl is heard from within the cave. You see multiple sets of eyes and fangs moving towards you. And I died again. All right. Let's try... let's use the, okay, let's actually go inside. Cautiously enter, yada yada yada. Alright, let's use the femur bone. The mother wolf picks up the offering and disappears into a dark corner of the cave with her pups. Okay, cool. Alright, take... I was too. I was like, the puppy's gonna drag me off and the mom's gonna be like, I taught you well. Eat and feast and be merry. Because dogs talk like that. Look at the sword. It is a steel short sword in relatively good condition. A typical sidearm for a soldier or watchman. Okay, temptation's going in. I'm gonna eat some nuts. Sorry, viewers. My new friends. Okay. You see an ancient skeleton? Alright, I saw that. Alright. Can I take his armor off of him? Okay, you don't need it. Can I open the armor? No. Alright, so I think that's all I can do in here. See if I can take any of his body. Okay, I don't need any part of his body. Alright, so. Now, I will admit, he told me that I wouldn't be able to unlock any achievements, but I have already unlocked one. I'm a monster because I tried to kill the babies. In case you didn't see that. Oh, do my achievements pop up in game? Just wondering. Okay, so I've got bundle of wood now. So let's see if I can get back to, alright, what's it? Okay, climbing onto the, I'm kind of understanding the directions a little bit more. I got it when I tried to stab the puppies. When I tried to go in to stab them with a knife, it popped up with a achievement unlocked, you monster. Because apparently I tried to kill baby wolves and that's not a good thing. Okay, I was just wondering because it popped up in the game itself, so. Sorry, I'm writing down what my saves are because I can't write down what they are and my brain will not remember them if I don't do this. So I'm going to go ahead and save this one as save 1. Alright, so we now have a kindling bundle of sticks. So let's use the sticks. Okay. Damp wood fills the fire pit. Now, if it's damp, that probably means I can't light it up without a fuel. Yeah, the wood is too damp from the snow. You'll need an accelerant. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, so use our 120 proof. The wood is now soaked with alcohol. Okay, use. Actually, let me look. Alcohol soaked wood fills the fire pit. I get to be a pyro. Use matches. With a flash of flame, the brazier is ablaze. The surrounding frost melts. Oh yeah, there's a trap door up here. I totally forgot about that. The trap door has no handle, but there is a small notch to insert a pry. Maybe the sword for that? The sword slides into the notch, and you pry the trapdoor open. It's very dark down there, and there is no ladder. You will have to jump down. Okay, so we will... I don't know which one of these it is. Okay. Landing in the dark, musty watchman's quarters, you lay fresh footprints on a residence that has been undisturbed for millennia. It is so dark you can hardly see anything. Okay, I'm gonna save 2. Okay. The window's shutters are closed, blocking out the midday sun. Alright, you open the window, allowing light to spill into the room. The table has a book on it, flanked by several melted candles. The barrels are decrepit and empty. Rusted to a state of uselessness, a variety of hand tools are mounted on the wall. Dusty, lumpy, and cold, the cots do not look comfortable. Okay, let's see. Let's take the book. The book is a station roster. The last log entry shows 2 men, Aldith and Edward, signing out of the watchtower. Take candles. You attempt to pry the wax off the table and soon realize it's not worth the effort. But what if I use my sword on it? Okay, guess not. Let's see, open. No. Can I use a cot? Okay, let's look at the ladder. It's a sturdy wooden ladder. I'm sorry, I'm taking some notes because I am curious. Some of the spelling has been off, and I'm not sure if that's because it's Old English or if that was a thing. It's minimal. Let's go ahead and actually take the ladder. In the watchtower, the rosters. Okay, last Aldith and Edward. Look at ladder. The antique wooden ladder is surprisingly still sturdy. The tools have rusted to their mounts. Attempting to remove them will only result in their disintegration. Excuse me. I accidentally hit a button. Am I still on screen? Because I accidentally hit a button in Streamlabs. And it's no longer showing me. Yeah, sadly that is the... yes. Okay, just to clarify, am I still on screen? Because I lost my preview. The tools are rusted to there, they'll only result in disintegration. Okay, cool. Thank you, Mel. Okay, so let's go ahead and use that ladder. Excuse me. Okay, the ladder slides into the latch on the trapdoor's ledge. Now, you can climb up back to the terrace. I can... something happened to my journal. So it showed me, I don't know which way I'm pointing, but there was a little journal writing. He said that's because something entry is coming in. Coming out behind. Which translates almost harrowing. Okay. Okay, here we go. This tower is repository of historical treasures. It is a shame that I could only examine the untouched artifacts. A virtual cultural vignette at a cursory glance. There was a real temptation to linger. This discovery is a feast for scholarship. This site shall be part of my ongoing scholarship. When I present my findings to the university, I will surely be outfitted with all of the supplies and assistance I could desire. My excitement is inordinate, yet I haven't even reached the proper village site. I love the language. I don't know. I like how it's worded. All right. So we got out of there. So let's back in. Okay. Have I tried all these routes? That takes me up there. This takes me to that. Okay. Achievement unlocked. Daywalker. Alright, thank you so much, Mel. I'm glad you're able to join me. I appreciate it. And all the followers, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Have a great night. I'm trying to figure out these controls. That takes me there. That takes me there. For those who are watching, I do apologize. I keep looking at my phone. I'm actually a on-call teacher, and I'm trying to find a job for tomorrow. So every time it buzzes, I'm seeing what job's popping up. Okay. The howl of wind and wolves fill the air as you approach the narrow switchback trail that leads down the mountainside. Okay, I'm not ready to go down there yet. Let me make sure everything is up here, because I cannot come back up. I feel like this, oh, that must be a rock. I thought there was something else there. Okay, I think I clicked everything. I think this is all of it. I can't think of anything else I missed. Okay. Alright, it's time to go off the cliff. Once I remember how to get back to the cliff. So kind of like that tunnel in Space Quest 2 where I was looping around. Okay, no. Okay, there is a cliff here somewhere. No, that's the wrong way. Thanks, Eden. Are you heading off too? And thanks for your help. I'm going to probably actually spend some time to see if there is a death scene for Roger. But I'm going to do that on my own time with my own countdown. Okay, I've lost how to get to that cliffside. Okay, let's go. Okay, back to this. Is it that one? And then that one? No. This way? No. Okay. There we go. Okay. The howl of wind and wolves fill the air as you approach the narrow switchback trail that leads to down the mountain side. Okay, go ahead and save this. Let me save. One is cliffside. Alright. So let's see. I don't have anything that could use maybe as a walking stick. Let's use the compass. The brass compass belonged to my father and extremely, okay, no. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and just go down. Treading down the switchback trail, the winds kick up, one unfortunate misstep later. Yeah, it's a lot of time waiting. So I'll try to fast forward to it and bring it up next time I stream. Have a great night, Eden. As always, thank you for supporting, joining me, conversing, finding new ways to kill Roger. It's fun. Next one is Face Quest 3. Okay, have a good night. Treading down the switchback, the winds kick up. One unfortunate misstep later, the edge of the trail gives way. You plummet to the ground below. White fades to black. Your head throbs and your body aches. You cough, blink, and when light hits your eyes... Sorry guys, I'm eating almonds. A new burning white sensation greets them. The shapeless white blur slowly comes into focus and forms a snow-covered field. You lay at the bottom of the mountain. The trail has partially avalanched behind you, and your bag is missing. Okay, so let's look around. In the distance, you can see a road leading to what looks like a farmhouse. It's your field bag. Okay, we'll go ahead and take our field bag. You pick up your field bag. Taking a quick inventory, it appears that you have lost several pieces of gear in the fall. I've lost a lot of gear in that fall. I hope I didn't need them. There is a large crack in the earth next to you with warm air venting out of it. In the distance, you can see a road leading to what looks like a farmhouse. Okay. In the distance, you can see a road. Okay. Alright, so it's saying the same thing. Can I open the crevice? No. Okay. I need to pause for a second because I smell my beans cooking. So I might step away for a moment. Let's save 2 as bottom of cliff. Let's go forward. Plodding through the snow, you can see that the farm has been abandoned for ages. The roof has collapsed on the northern half of the building. My excitement is inordinate, yet I haven't even reached the proper village site. As I exited the cavern, I reflected on its natural wonders. The geology, through not my preview, is promising for study. The black coat and the lack of towards humans suggests that the local domestic canine population may live in their wild brethren, these alpine timber wolf. They exhibit high intelligence and a worrying tendency towards aggression. Cute pups, though. The skeleton and sword indicate that the cave will be prime for an extensive archaeological survey. Were I not a scientist, I would believe that I am personally cursed. Misfortune happens to all, but more frequently than most to me. Okay. It seems, though, that my curse is tempered with a bit of luck, for I did not die this time. This day, I suffer only bruises in both pride and body. My scientific mind, of course, knows that this all comes down to impatience begetting haste, which resulted in poor planning. My curiosity could not wait for spring's thaw, if I had but packed cleats and winter poles, which reminds me, now I must locate my accursed pack. Okay, let's look around. The barn has partially collapsed. Its front door hangs off its hinges, threatening to fall with each blow of the frigid wind. I don't know if anyone else is enjoying the music, but I actually like this music. The house is demolished. Stepping forward, your foot kicks a couple of boards. They tumble down. You see the corner of some vellum peeking out. The note is hastily scribbled and barely legible. It reads, Milo in cellar, never open. Oh, you can't hear the music. Oh. That's something else I need to fix then. And I don't know how to go about fixing that. The desktop off. What do you mean the desktop? No, because, oh, you know, I might have. Let me see if I remember how to fix that. Because that's sad that I'm not giving you the whole full experience. So let me see if I can open that up. Playback. I actually have the... I guess I can try it. I have earbuds in so I can hear the music. But I actually had turned it off. Let me see if I can actually... Because I know if I unplug it, you would be able to hear it too, but I don't know how that would compete with my voice. I removed my desktop from my sound, and I don't know how to put it back. Alright, I want to take the earbuds out. I don't know what's going to happen. No, that's not going to work. I did something kind of unsmart. In my actual sound, when I go into the windows to open up my sound, I only have my Yeti mic. I don't have any other options. My Realtek option for the desktop disappeared. And I don't know how to put it back. Because I have right now as speakers are the Yeti stereo microphone, and they're the default device. I don't have my other speakers anymore. Okay. I'll figure that out later since I kind of messed it up. Sorry, guys. I would like to share the music. Okay, let me go back to the game. Okay, so the vellum said that Milo is in the cellar. Cellar usually means like it's under the house, I think. Let's keep looking. The surrounding ruins act as a windbreak for the nearby chicken coop, which stands intact near the back of the barn. Milo and cellar, never open. Of course I'm going to open it. Okay. We're going to save this. Okay, save 3. Barn. Okay. Thanks, Danny. Maybe I'll ask you later how to fix that issue, though. Okay, so there are 2 ways I can go. The structure appears on the verge of total collapse. You crouch and stick your head in. While the barn has partially collapsed, the numerous joists and stalls are stabilizing the roof and walls. It appears structurally sound enough for a quick peek. The floor is filled with farming equipment, sacks and barrels. In the corner, skirting a row of stalls, sits a pile of clutter. A variety of heavy furniture, farm equipment, and random items form a haphazard mound. You notice that some items seem completely out of place in a barn. Stall sits empty aside from ancient dusty hay and grungy feeding troughs. The wear and grooves of the wood indicates it was used for large livestock. A pitchfork leans against the stall wall. Okay, so we're going to take that. The pitchfork is old, cracked, and rusted. The barrel is mostly empty, but a coarse powder lines at the bottom. It appears to be some sort of flour and plenty of dust. This unpleasant combination causes you to erupt in a volley of sneezes. Okay, you don't need any of that. This mound makes no sense. The items in this pile seem randomly... many items appear to be whole and in working order, so you decide it's not a junk pile. After considering why fine furniture and working farm equipment would be heaped together with rocks and detritus, you realize the one aspect they share. You conclude that their heavy weight is the only common feature. Rolling up your sleeves, you begin separating the items. After clearing the clutter, you discover a thick wooden hatch door secured with a sturdy lock. A yellowed old note is tacked to the door. Okay, this is getting creepy. You pluck the note from a nail. Scanning the vellum, you find a warning. Danger, do not open. You turn the note over and find that this side is an enumerated bill of sale. The header reads, Mr. Frederick Mercer bought a Foreman Brothers and Brown dealers in all types of grain, flour, and feed for sale. A thick wooden hatch door secured with a sturdy lock. The hatch door will not open. It is secured closely closed with a sturdy lock. Let me try using the knife on it. Maybe I can shoot the padlock. Try the pitchfork. Okay, maybe there's a key somewhere else. Let's look. 3 ramshackle single-room wooden dwellings stand near the frozen fields. Snow drifts have engulfed the back of the shacks in a sweeping mound. Their roofs bow under the weight of the snow. These huts likely once housed farm laborers. Beaten up by weather and time, they are far too structurally unsound to enter. These huts, okay. You stand at a cobblestone road intersection. 4 homes lay smashed piles of debris form large mounds in the center of each foundation. Hail, salutations, and well met, fellow person. I've been watching ye. Ye need not flee nor panic. I be here to converse well, in essence, if not practice. Do stop backing away and flailing. There be nowhere to run, and no need of it. I do hope ye comprehend me. My vernacular may well be dated. Worry not, I will adjust as we get to know each other. When ye be better adjusted, seem ready, I'll stop by for another visit. Chat. Okay. I don't know what that was about. Okay, let's go to the journal. Now I am plagued by disembodied voices. This expedition has been rough going so far, but now I must fear losing my mind. The voice startled me, so I began running, a purely adrenal response, but soon realized the futility of my actions and felt foolish. I have long outgrown the days where an invisible friend would be a welcome happenstance, and feel an acute disappointment that it should be so ghoulish as to watch me from afar. That being said, it seems to also be exceedingly polite. I will endeavor to overcome this new difficulty, but fear it may not be an isolated occurrence. Okay. Wooden arcade stalls and apartments stand parallel to the road. A teamster barn sits in the distance, doors agape. Tall, dark, and ominous, this temple is enormous. How did this modest village make something so tremendous? Alright. There's different directions to go. Let me see. Let's try this guy. You stride towards the 2-story building, made of thick stone blocks with smashed LED light windows. What a quaint establishment in a different time. I would quite fancy swilling a hearty ale or sipping a sweet mead with a local color. It has held up remarkably. I wonder if I might find an intact cask or two in the undercroft. Okay. Save 4. Bar. A fallen side is engraved with a stein sprouting 3 stalks of wheat. The traditional image identifies this building as a tavern. You don't need the thing. Okay. The tavern doors have been torn from their hinges. The entrance seems to have been hastily barricaded by several bulky tables and inaccessible furniture from the main hall. Can I open it? Okay, let's look at the window. It looks open. The tavern window appears to have been broken from the outside. One window has been ripped from the stone wall entirely. Deep black stains sully the hole beneath. A soot-stained forge with a bellows sticking out of its side and an anvil sit inside a lopsided open-air shack. You found a note. It reads, "To the untried, unpunctual, and rather vexing apprentice of mine, John, I see you are late again, probably with that Juliana girl. I am leaving the alchemist's order for you to fill. This is a test. The mold sits ready on the workbench. You know what to do." Excuse me. Okay. A barrel of murky... Hey Corey, how are you? A barrel of murky water... Oh, she's my barrel of murky water. Okay. A bellows in perfect working order. Nerd. Oh, Nerd Army. Okay. Sorry. Hi. What is Nerd Army? Is that a... I don't know what that is. A bellows in perfect working order. Let's see. Look at... A small basket of coal sits next to the stone forge. Welcome to my stream. If you're curious what I'm playing, feel free to ask me. Oh, they gifted you a sub. Okay. I don't know what all that means yet. I don't know what gifting a sub means. Okay, I have to read those emojis later. I'm still so new. I have not even been streaming a month yet. Alright, so a small basket of coal sits next to the stone forge. Let's see. Let's take the coal. Okay. Let's go with the note again. To the untried, unpunctual. Oh yeah, you were laughing at my my announcement that I have 10 followers on Twitter. Yes. Me playing guitar and singing. Okay. Yeah, now I can follow you on here. This is all so new. But it's fun playing these games and having people follow along. This is a new game. In case you just popped in, I'm not really sure. This is a unreleased game for Steam. It's a indie adventure. I got a beta. I got a pass to play it before it comes out. Okay. I don't know when our date is. To the untried, unpunctual, and rather vexing apprentice of mine, John, I see you are late again. Probably with that Juliana girl. Okay, only console. I do not have Xbox. I am actually a PlayStation person. And Nintendo. And PC. I play everything else but Xbox. Sorry. I understand young love and all that goes with it. Okay, so I understand young love and all that goes with it, but I wish you could take mastering your craft more seriously. I am leaving the alchemist's order for you to fill. This is a test. The mold sits ready on the workbench. Okay, where is the alchemist's order? Thank you so much. I appreciate the compliment. Look over here. It is a crucible to hold metallic ingots for melting. Okay, let's try taking that. Alright. A small wood slat casting flask, sand insulation, clay mold. I don't know what any of this stuff is for, but I'm going to take it. Okay, so we're not going to take that one. There's probably an alchemist's order somewhere. Okay. I have no way to hold water. Lots of questions. One second. Bellows in perfect working order. Can I use the bellows? Okay, so those work. I have no idea about metallurgy, so this is something I'm not used to. COD, no. Gears, no. All the students I teach talk about PUBG. I don't even know what that is, so no. BF as in boyfriend, or is that another game? Battlefront? I don't know what that is, so no. And Halo, I don't play as well either. I am not a big shooter game person. Okay, Battlefield, okay. That makes more sense. It's like, okay. Students, yes, I am a teacher by day. Rainbow Six. I don't know what that is either. I know that my students, because I teach all the way from kindergarten to high school, and I have students that play PUBG and they play Fortnite, but I still don't know what they are. Well, I know what Fortnite is. Everyone knows what Fortnite is, but I don't know what PUBG is. Okay. So I'm thinking that I've got to create something. Metallic tongs for the forge. So I'll go ahead and take those. Corey, where did you find me, by the way? Was it off of Instagram or was it Twitter? Just wondering. Alright, so I have a blacksmith's note, which talks about John and his little Juliana girl. And then there's Cole. Twitter, okay. I'm still new to Twitter, that's why I only have 10 followers. I am more active on my Facebook page, which is in the panels below, and my Instagram. That's why Twitter I have 10 whole followers, but it's okay. Alright, so a generous quantity of coal. Now, I don't have my matches anymore. I lost those. And I know with metallurgy, you have to have heat to burn metal. So, go ahead and add me. and I can check it out that way if you haven't already. I don't know who I've added on each platform. I don't know. Do you Twitch the music too, or is it just your games? Okay. The anvil is bolted to hefty oak stump. Can I use the anvil? Can I use coal in here? Use coal. Okay. A soot-stained forge. Or is that where I... No, it's not where I took it out of. I've streamed here gaming and guitar on Twitch, IG, Instagram Live, and Periscope. I'm a big FPS. Is Royale, that's part of Fortnite, right? I'm not sure what FPS is. I'm sorry. I actually play old classic games usually, so I haven't gotten into the new stuff yet. Battle Royale is like the Fort PUBG. Okay. I watched my friends play Battle Royale on Thursday, I think, is when I watched him and his brother and them all play. I was going to put it on my PlayStation, but I just bought the PS4 Pro, and I didn't want to use up my 2-week free trial while I'm busy working. Okay, first person shooter. I knew that. I totally knew that. Let's see. So I think I need to start the fire, but I don't have any way of... Okay, so I'm gonna have to come back to this one because I need... Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and save this here as save 5, and it's the forge. Oh, I totally forgot about the Saturn. My brother had a Dreamcast. I remember him saying it was going to be the next big thing, and I don't think it ever really took off. He had like I think because the Dreamcast had that little miniature thing that you could pull out and play on. I don't remember it much. I was playing on the GameCube, I think, the time he got that. I was mainly Nintendo games systems. And I did have the original PlayStation. Yes, my brother plays with emulators. I don't know much about any of that stuff. I would like to some point maybe, I don't even know if it's possible, but like I enjoy my 3DS, and it would be cool to actually, there's got to be a way to show 3DS. I don't know. That's not too much younger. I was in high school when you were in elementary school, but that's okay. Alright, so let me go back in there. There is something else. Oh, okay. So a single-story house sits sheltered by a dozen trees. The stone with clay daub molding and ceramic tile roof makes for a sturdy structure. It has stood the test of time. I have to look that up. That's cool that you can do that. Okay, so let me look around. The front door is missing. The hinges hang twisted and broken. Large gashes are torn into the wall around the frame. That sounds ominous. What could have done this? Alright, please do. My handle's the same on everything except for Twitter. Twitter is the oddball. That's the one you got, and that one I couldn't find my handle. It was already taken or something. Okay, I may have to take a pause for a second because I'm not sure what's happening with my beans for the week. So I might have to look at those. So I'm going to actually go ahead and put this on pause for a quick second, if you guys don't mind, and I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. The beans are still cooking. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so back looking at this. I ended up pouring some of that beans on my shirt on accident. Okay. Thank you for the compliment again, Corey. Oh, where's my chat? Pull that back up. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and go inside, I think. I'm not sure, I'm a little scared. Okay, so this room would be quite cozy if not for the blood trail leading to the wardrobe and the harsh draft blowing through the gaping entryway. A straw bed sits against the wall, across from a simple desk and a cold fireplace. Okay, so let's look around. So the bed consists of a simple straw mat on a wooden frame. So let me go ahead and... Okay, let's look at the blood. A blood trail leads to the wardrobe. The stone fireplace sits empty. Oh, there's something on this table. The final journal entry reads, "The flock will be channeling once again. Focusing their thoughts will summon from the ether spirits of the divine. How blessed I am having been chosen by the angel. How much I have learned. We will beget miracles and prove to the non-believers that our claims are not the product of enfeebled minds or mania. But now I face a predicament. I have mislaid the sacred symbol. The other day I may have glimpsed it hanging from the neck of a goat. It must have been one of the children up to hijinks again. No matter, now I can open the doors without it, thanks to the divine." Huh, that just doesn't sound cool. Alright, so look at that. An old quill sits on the desk. The barbs are ragged from handling. Okay. A well-worn feather quill. Alright, so nothing here new. A large wooden wardrobe sits in the back of the room, with blood trail leading right to it. Okay, I'm gonna open this, although I am super terrified to open it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and... Oh, wrong button. Let's go ahead and save. Alright, I'm gonna save over save 3. So we're now inside Bloody Wardrobe. Okay, Bloody Wardrobe. Let's go ahead and open it. A force outside of my control is attempting to penetrate your psyche. I have held it off to allow a more gradual transition into the fantastic, but I believe it is time. Stay strong, fortify your will, keep your mind open and try to keep calm. All you will see is real, just temporarily displaced. Holy crikeys. Okay. So apparently we have ghost visions in this game. Alrighty then. Okay, so the skeleton of a man lies on the floor of the barren wardrobe. You surmise that he sustained crushed cervical vertebrae and a fatal laceration to his chest. The remnants of his shirt and vest hang bloodied and torn. Searching its pockets, you retrieve a folded piece of vellum. It reads, "Vade mecum, light the fire. Blow the coals. Okay. Oh, I'll be able to look at this later probably, just in case I can't. Let me see. Okay, so light, fire, blow coals. Melt the ore. Pour into mold. Cool the mold. Excuse me, break the mold. Okay. So did I get to keep that note, or is that... Okay, so I get to keep it. Vade mecum. I do not know Latin, which that's probably what that is. The skeleton of a man lies on the floor. This... Okay, failed last says the remnants of... Okay. Can I take anything? The skeleton of a man. Okay, no. Nope. Can I talk? No answer. Okay, so vivid. What a ghastly, harrowing sight. The poor young fellow never had a chance. It is so hard to reconcile that such creatures could inhabit the world. I have lived in these 37 years. At any other time in my scholarship, the discovery of a house replete with all the daily utilities and amenities of this period and pristine condition would render myself awestruck. This discovery is sadly eclipsed by the inexplainable phenomena I have been experiencing, and still I will carry on. No, must carry on. I will investigate the strange episodes affecting my mind and unravel the ancient mysteries surrounding this town. Ah! Alright, anyone else? Are you guys watching this? I don't know if you're all lurking. It's okay if you are. Just curious if you guys are seeing this creepy stuff. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so I still do not have any way of lighting this. What if I... Okay, that won't work. So tell me how many... Okay, that's noisy now. Okay. So let's move on to the next building. Okay, so the tavern windows appear to have been broken from the outside. Okay, so I'm gonna say this is bar. Alright, the leadwork bows inward with most of its glass missing. Oh, leadwork, that's the framing stuff. I was trying to figure out what that was talking about. Okay. Okay, we're gonna save this as 4 because that was the bar still. I'm sorry, Zeke. I didn't mean to disturb you, buddy. Okay, so let's look. We're looking inside. So the right side of the window frame has been completely torn out. Black ooze coats the hole. The hole is just big enough for you to climb through. Okay, so let's look at the window. The right side of the window frame has been completely torn out. Black ooze. Okay, so it's to the right side, so no. Okay. I don't need it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go inside, I think. The tavern looks like a war zone. The furniture is splintered or wedged against the entry doors and windows. The stairs have been completely destroyed. Okay, so we've also got a, I forgot what those stars are called. Alright, so let's look around. It's probably blood. Please don't say it is. A stained cleaning bucket awkwardly sits next to the star. Drawn in blood is a star with a flame inside it. Is there a flame still burning? That's not a good sign. A wrought wooden table. The stairs look like something huge slammed through them. Splattering patrons' innards on the wall behind. Oh, that's gross. Okay. Okay, then. Let's look at the body. A skeleton hangs in a noose from the rafters. Drawn in blood is a star with a flame inside it. The symbol is directly below the hanged skeleton. Alright, so can I take the flame? I don't need it. Let's take this thing. Okay. It is a heavily used dirty bucket. Can I take the body down? You cannot reach it. It is far too high. Can I use knife? You still can't quite grip the noose. You'll have to get a bit higher. Use table. Okay. It is just out of reach. You need to get a little higher. Okay, let's use table. Okay, so no. Use sheathed knife. You still can't quite grip the noose. You'll have to get a bit higher. Stand on the bucket, maybe? Bucket, use. Okay, it is just out of reach. You need to get a little higher. Okay, no. Oh, maybe we use the pitchfork. How do I get higher? Okay. I doubt the tongs work, but you know. Crucible. Use bucket. Okay. I'm going to have to come back because I'm not sure if I have everything to make me taller. So I'm going to go ahead and save. Again, this was save 4. We'll come back to that guy. Okay. Journal. Never again. I intend to never set foot in that building again. Never before could I believe that evil was anything other than poor choices, ill notions, or acts of madness. I suspect that belief has just changed. Now. Evil has a paradigm, a quantitative, tangible representation. I fear that my change in perspective may now interfere with my work. Can I stay true to my reasoned scientific process while dealing with a dark foreboding clouding in my psyche and an immeasurable new profusion of variables corrupting my observations? How can I retain rational thought in an irrational environment? After the horrors I witnessed in the tavern hall, I dread to imagine what may lie in Undercroft. That's right, we still have to find out what's going on with Milo. Okay, so that takes us, alright, over here. A whitewashed stone cottage sits weathered and decayed. One wall has collapsed, leaving the interior exposed to the snow and scouring wind. Why is there a red dot? That is creepy. A pair of shriveled apple trees languish in front of the house. The door has been shattered, with the frame busted in. Smashed remains of rotting furniture cover the floor. Digging through it was fruitless. Everything has all been reduced to splinters and rotted pulp. The door has been shattered. Okay, sorry, read that. A small, long-abandoned garden retained perennial grasses and herbs, now withered and frozen in the sod. The apple is too high to reach. Another case of things too high. I think I need a ladder. Let's see. Let's try using the pitchfork. While attempting to use the pitchfork, the desiccated wooden handle snaps and falls apart in your hands. Okay, so not that. Let's try using tongs. Okay, no. All right, let's go ahead and go inside. The trail steadily wends its way north, passing a series of dead trees. The path ends at the mountain base. You see the exterior of a mine. Okay. Just when I thought that I was inured to surprise, I have come across an archaeological wonder, a working medieval mine. It appears as if the miners just set down their tools for a break and could come back at any moment. Having written that, I just suffered quite an acute shudder. I dare not think on souls out of time, coming back to pay visit. I have had quite enough experience of that sort. The brakes on the mining cart are engaged. Upon further inspection, you see that the cart is mounted on guiding rails, and the brake lever is missing. Okay, scheduled. Right, sorry guys, I'm looking at my work schedule. Okay. I picked up a job I wanted for tomorrow. Okay, so let's see. The rickety remains of a small flume. A dilapidated shed, the roof has caved in and the structure is filled to the top with snow. And there's a cavern over there. The mine entrance has collapsed. It is covered with snow and debris. Okay, I don't think I have anything to handle that yet. So it'd be nice to get a ladder and a shovel of some sort. All right, let's see if I can take anything. I don't need it. Let's see if there's anything here. Don't need it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and exit there. Go back here. All right, a windowless, monolithic black spire thrusts towards the heavy heavens. It stands in stark contrast to the glistening white snow surrounding it. Snow that lands upon the spire melts immediately. You feel warmth radiating from it. Two immense iron doors seal the only entrance. There is no obvious way to open them. Hello, fellow person. I have enjoyed perusing your brain. I shall endeavor to know you even better, and soon what a jolly era you exist in. The technology is charming, quite quaint. As you have been such a generous host, I shall grant you a boon in kind. My gifts may be considered overly grand, even magnanimous, but the response can be overwrought. Do you like this tower? They worshipped me as a deity after construction. You may have gathered that. This minaret is an anachronistic architectural anomaly. Consider the structure as a tuning fork or battery jar for particular specific energies. It was purely practical from my standpoint. Truly a gift that cut both ways. Do keep guard of your corporeal form. We will need it. Okay, so basically I shouldn't die because they need that. Okay. Alright, there's something else too. Okay, well, we can try to open it. Let's save. So I'm going to save this as... I'm going to save it as number 2, bottom of cliff. We're going to save it as tower. So that's it, save 2. Alright, let's go ahead and open the door because I don't have any good... I feel like it's a bad choice. You feel around the door but fail to find any handle. Okay, good, because that kind of was freaking me out. Let's check the journal. I do not know where to start. I experienced what I can only describe as a disassociative spell. My head still presents a lingering pain, merely an annoyance. Now, but just moments ago I feared my death was forthcoming. Disembodied voices and incorporeal forms appeared to me amongst the mist. At the tower, I felt both inside and beside my own body. Was it the tower that emitted the most awful piercing frequency? I had to flee to maintain my sanity. It is a shame, for I long to study the fabrication methods and materials used to create such an anachronist marvel. I'm curious what that word means. I've never seen that word before. Anachronist marvel. I could not ascribe a culture nor date to monument. The only ancient wonders that bear any scrap of resemblance in my mind are the obelisk of Axum or the Abu Dulaf minaret. But even those are creative comparisons. What was built first, the town or the tower? The black stone is an enigma, for no masonry joints or marks are visible with even the closest scrutiny. I must unlock these mysteries. I shall return, investigate with a full team. I have found a site is truly worthy enough to encompass my life's work. Okay. Alright, so that was everything. Oh, one more thing. Alright, so you slog your way through the snow towards the barn. The doors are wedged open. Wind whips through the spacious gateway. Whistles sound through the many holes where the planks and shingles have long since given up their perches on the walls and roof. Okay, let's look up here. The doors are wedged open with heavy logs. Okay. Peering into the barn, you see a collection of barrels, farming equipment, drays, bones, and a small office. Can I go into it? Okay. Inside the barn is a collection of barrels, drays, and bones. Everything is covered in a light dusting of snow. A plow lays next to the side of the wall with an assortment of old mining equipment. I'm curious what dray is, so I'm actually going to look that up. The vocabulary here is expansive. Okay, so dray is a vehicle used to haul goods, a strong cart or wagon. And I was curious what anachronistic is. Something such as a word or an object. Sorry, an advertisement came out, such as a word, an object, or an event that is mistakenly placed in time or it does not belong in a story. Okay, so that's why that didn't make sense with the rest of the town from before 1910. Okay, so the plow has deteriorated. Most of the wood has rotted and fallen apart. I don't need it. Okay, let's look at our poor cow. If the hole in the wall wasn't indicative enough of the power exerted by some unknown apparatus or entity, the powdered spine and neck bones of this poor horse would be. After examining the long dead nag, I can only hypothesize that it was no machinery that wrought this destruction. The horse's head was manually severed from its body through the application of force to its upper vertebrae and neck. Poor creature. Okay, let's keep looking. So that looks like part of a body, or is that the head? It is the severed arm of a small man. His sleeve is still attached. There are no indications of a blade being used. Dislocation is present in all of the major joints. The arm has been ripped off. I don't want to run into whatever created this. Okay, let's keep looking at the blue goo. What is that? A wrecked minecart and heaps of scattered ore. Okay, I need ore. Yes, I do. Am I hitting the wrong thing? Oh. I don't need it. Did I already get it? No. I would think I need the ore for that vade mecum. Okay, I guess not. A cart loaded with ore sits at the back. Okay, there we go. Back wall next to a small office. The simple wooden door to the office is closed, window shuttered. The cart is loaded with unprocessed ore. Okay, that's what I probably need. You dig through the ore, but find nothing of value. But I use bucket on ore. Okay. Several old carts sit. Its metallic straps rusted and wood decayed. Anything I can take off of that? Okay, no. Look at the door. I already looked at that. Hi, Zeke. Hi, oh, you're gonna be right behind the camera? Hey, bud. You're making an appearance on the camera. Alright, guys, if anyone you're here, you haven't seen him yet, there's my cat again. Yeah, okay. I know, I probably should be going to bed soon. Let's see. Back to the game. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and look inside of this, and then I'm probably going to call it a night because it is almost 11. And I've got to be up at 5 a.m. Alright, let's open this. The door bows but does not give. It is barred from the inside. Hey, buddy, I can't have you over here. Can we open the window? Okay. Behind the window, you find a skeleton sitting in a wooden chair at a desk facing you. It is missing an arm. Desiccated blood stains cover the room. Okay, so we got another look at the creature. Alright, let's... You see a blood-stained letter beside a key ring on the table in front of the skeleton. You can't quite reach them. You see a blood-stained... I can't quite reach them. Oh, I remember picking up a pickaxe. What about if I use the tongs? Hey Zeke, stop, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come back around. I don't want you messing with my... Come here. Come here. You can come in my lap. Okay. Please put your tail in my face. That's perfect, Zeke. Thank you. What if I tried the tongs? Bless you, you scared me. Alright, so let's try using the tongs. Okay, what if I use the pickaxe on the door? You wield your pickaxe and batter the door down. Okay, so I've opened that. Inside the small office, you see a skeleton sitting in a wooden chair at a desk. It faces the window. The skeleton's right arm is missing. Okay, so that's the owner of the arm. Oh, your tail's in the way again, bud. Okay. Okay, let's look at this note. The blood-stained letter appears to be an inventory of the month's harvest. It descends into desperate scribbling. Moving the page into the light, you can decipher more of the ink despite the bloodstains. Bright purple light creeping. John ran to fetch the priest. Oh, the priest. John ran to fetch the priest symbols not working. The beast barn's wall. All the silver in the world can't save me. A keyring with 3 keys sits on the table. Okay, so it's going to probably get into that one area where Milo is. Okay, let's look at the body. Is there anything on there that I can take? There is a leather belt cinched just above the empty socket whence the arm was ripped. I'm sorry, dude. I think I want your belt. Yeah, I do want your belt. Sorry. Alright, let's look at the key ring. A metal ring holds 3 keys. And I'm going to take a look at the belt. The leather belt is discolored, saturated with old blood stains. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and save here just because I do need to get to bed. But this game has already got me hooked, so I might continue playing this before starting Space Quest 3. Let me figure out which save. I'm going to save as... we'll go ahead and save our Bloody Wardrobe, so I'll save in 3. But, alright. I'm going to put that as the latest save. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and save this. Those of you who are following, if you came in on your own, awesome. If you were brought in here by a raid, I greatly appreciate it. Sticking around, that's awesome. If you're lurking, all cool too. Yeah. If you haven't checked my panels, I don't have a set schedule. I just play as I can when I can. My schedule is just always changing. I just can't set it. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I had fun talking to Danny and Kairos and Nick. I'm a chicken. Oh, so many people. I don't remember. There's just so many people that came in. So thank you so much for coming in. I will pick this game up later this week, probably as early as Tuesday. That's usually, I don't have gym till 7, so I have some time after work. Yeah, so thank you for coming in. Have a great night. I am going to bed. So, bye, guys.